I'm having the worst time of my life at the moment, and it just takes such a massive toll on my health with having ME.
Hi lovely, I'm Danny and I'm excited to share my journey with you. In February 2024, I was diagnosed with Myalgic Encephalitis, ME, sometimes known as chronic fatigue syndrome or CFS. This condition has profoundly changed my life, affecting everything from my energy levels, my immune system and cognitive function. I want to take you along with me as I navigate this new reality. Together, we'll explore what a typical day looks like for someone with ME, the challenges that I face, and the small wins that bring me joy. My hope is to raise awareness for this misunderstood condition and to create a supportive community where we can share our experiences and learn from one another.
Welcome to Monday. I've really been having a rough time with my symptoms lately. I've been struggling to sleep. I'd rate my sleep about a 2 out of 5. I've also been struggling to eat and take care of myself, so pre-packaged yogurts like this one have been a great pre-prepared meal. I was due to have counselling today, but it got cancelled because my counsellor was ill, but I only saw the message when I landed, so I ended up having breakfast in the car. I should also apologise for no videos for the last 2 weeks. I've been really unwell with my symptoms, but I will try to keep this video diary going as I think it's important to capture the good and the bad to really show what ME is like. Honestly, the last couple of weeks, I've had about 2 spoonfuls of energy out of 10. Stress has been playing a massive role in my most recent post-exertional malaise or PME crash. The ME Association, in their document Stress and How to Handle It, published in February 2020 by Dr. Charles Shepherd, acknowledge that people who have lived with chronic stress for many years could be at an increased risk of developing ME with the right trigger factors such as an infection. Secondly, anecdotal reports suggest that people who are under a lot of stress, mental or physical, at the time of an acute infection may be more likely to develop ME. This is especially so if it means that having to carry on with normal work or family duties when they should be taking time to rest, convalesce and recover. It could also help explain why athletes who may be under a lot of physical stress during intense training can develop ME. This is the same day. Actually, I was downstairs working on my employment tribunal paperwork, but I took a break to have my lunch upstairs. You can see how wiped out I am by it all. I just felt it was important to get away from the actual paperwork side of things, and I actually sat in the sort of spare bedroom office with the window open and just listened to some wildlife while I ate my lunch. Again, it was a pre-packaged sandwich because I just did not have the headspace or the energy to make my own lunch, so I just had a pre-prepared meal again. I then went back downstairs and carried on with the paperwork that I had to do for the employment tribunal. I also took my daughter to a physiotherapy appointment on this day. As you can see, Wednesday was a really tough day for me. It started off really well. I'd gone to yin yoga in the morning. I really do benefit from the yin yoga lessons, but unfortunately they're only once a week. I feel like it'd be beneficial if I could do that more often. It really does sort of centre and ground myself and improve my symptoms as a result. However, after that I was due to meet a neighbour for a coffee, and because of a bit of a a mix-up on the timings. I was rushing to meet her, and I just feel like the stresses and things from earlier in the week, the work-related stress, really just all came crashing down on me following this. So when I got home, I really did need to get some solid rest until my husband came home, really. My symptoms have been pretty consistent, getting a lot of pains in my joints around my neck, just general pains in my body. Strangely enough, this week I've had a lot of pains in my feet, just the inflammation, I guess, inside my body. It causes a lot of pain, particularly to my joints and limbs. Just obviously lack of energy, the cognitive side of it. I'm forgetting words. I'm struggling to remember the most simplest of things like people's names. And just obviously my energy has been really, really low this week. So I'd say on this particular day, it literally went from coming out of yoga feeling like I'd got about maybe 5 spoonfuls of energy, and then going down to maybe 2. Now this next section comes with a bit of a public health warning. I am going to show you my bathroom bin, so if you're of a nervous disposition, look away. I've noticed recently that I've been losing large clumps of hair. I don't know whether this is associated to ME or whether it's just the stress. It's hard to tell in this clip, but there's some great big chunks of hair that have come out there. And then this is on a separate day as well.
I'm really sorry for the poor sound quality of this section of the video. It's just that I just really wanted to capture this moment, and I've not prepared for it, so I've not got my microphone. But I'm having the worst time of my life at the moment, with things that are going on at work and not getting supported by my union, being massively let down by them, to be honest with you. And it just takes such a massive toll on my health with having ME that you can't overstate, and I can't even put it into words, the effect that it's having on my health. I'm just in such like an anxious space right this moment in time that I feel like I can barely breathe. I can't catch my breath. And I just wanted to share the realities of living with ME and the effects that stress has on an individual. And I know that people who know me through what's going on at work, and people watching this will probably think, oh, you know, everyone has stress to deal with. But when you've got ME, your resources are so obliterated that even a teaspoonful of stress can physically take its toll on you. So the amount of pressure and stress that I'm being put under at the minute, it feels impossible to get through the day. And I've not experienced this level where I can't even catch my breath because of the weight that's on my chest at the minute, and this crushing sensation. Everybody deals with stress differently, but when you've got ME, I can't express to you how difficult it is and the effects that it has on you.
Hi, it's Friday. I'll apologise to you now for the sound quality of this section of the video.
I've had a pretty full-on morning. I've had meetings with my equivalent to my union, and then I've had a counselling session just now. So I've basically not brought my microphone with me today, so it's running through my phone, so hopefully you can hear me okay. It's been a really, really, really difficult day today. I would rate my sleep as a 2 out of 5. I'm just not sleeping well at all. Everything is just taking its toll on me. I've just really struggled for weeks with the stress and then the physical effects that the stress has had on me. Energy levels today, I would probably rate currently about 4 spoonfuls out of 10, just in that I have managed to get up, get dressed. My husband did the school run, so then that gave me the energy this morning to have a shower, which I've got to admit is the second shower this week, just because I don't have the energy to do physical activity like that. And I hate saying it, I hate admitting it, but this is the reality of ME. I brushed my teeth this morning, which again I've struggled to do this week. Sorry, it's just hard saying these things. I've had a productive meeting with my union type people about my employment tribunal. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional today. I'm just really limping along at the moment is the best way of describing it. So yeah, the ball's rolling with all the sort of legalities, if you like, of the employment tribunal, but there is an emphasis and an onus placed on me to get my evidence together and get it all submitted. So that's obviously going to take its toll on my health. And the counselling session that I've had just now, my counsellor is amazing. She is the loveliest woman, and I'm really trying to mend myself. I'm trying to fix myself in every possible way. And so as part of that, I am just being as open as I can with my counsellor, and talking about things. In a way, today's was a bit of, if you like, a wasted session, in that the majority of it, I was talking about the stresses that I've got going on through work and my employment tribunal. I'm being let down by various organisations. And so, although obviously no session with my counsellor is wasted, it felt wasted in the sense that I was having to talk about those things rather than a couple of weeks ago when we had our last session, we were saying about different techniques that we were going to start employing, and we weren't able to touch on those to address more deep-rooted trauma. But that's okay. You know, that'll come another day. There will be time for that another time. I'm just trying to stay as positive as I can. Yeah, in terms of eating, I'm finding it really difficult to eat and stay hydrated at the moment, and I know that particularly hydration is important for my condition. Well, it's important for everyone, isn't it? But I am struggling. Like, yesterday was a bad day. I was on the couch all day, and I couldn't get up to make myself a drink. And just the energy of getting up to sit up and drink a drink was difficult. I know I need to work on that today. I know I need to get my hydration up. but it is hard. It is hard when your tank is empty to do the most minute little activities. And I know that at the moment I'm hiding a lot from people. I'm showing up. I'm going to meetings, doing what needs to be done. And I'm not talking about the effects that it's having on me physically and obviously mentally as well, because I find it hard to be that vulnerable and to admit the effect that ME has on me, which is why these videos are important to me as well, because, I'm finally holding my hands up and saying this is what ME is and this is what people are going through. I've really found it hard to eat today. I just feel sick all the time. And the thought of eating solids is affecting me at the moment, and I don't really understand why, whether it's just because I'm feeling so exhausted. I don't know what that correlation is with the way that I'm physically feeling at the moment, and also not being able to eat solids. But because I was going from one meeting to my counselling session, I called in at Starbucks, and just looking at sandwiches and things, I knew I couldn't. It made me feel sick to think about eating solids. So I got a yogurt pot with a bit of granola. I'm sure it's probably full of sugar, but it's better than nothing. And even now, I don't know what the time is, it's nearly 2:00. The thought of eating it just, I just feel sick. So I'll see. I think I'm definitely going to make myself eat it, and hopefully feel better after that. Sometimes you do, don't you, once you've got some food inside. Okay.
Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Your support means so much to me and countless others that go unseen. If you resonate with this story or want to learn more, please consider following along. You can show support by liking this video, hitting the bell notification and subscribing. New videos will land every Tuesday at 8 PM. Let's foster understanding together.